very like first night. I thought you were really nice and sweet and everything.
Is there something else you're wanting to say? Okay. No, I loved you the first night. I was like, oh, this girl's so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I hope your opinions haven't changed.
No.
Okay, good. I do like Rochelle. And I went and I talked to her. Because it's not that I dislike her. And I'm starting to like her more now that we're not butting heads anymore. And I told her that like I really want to make a big effort because I would like us to be friends. And like it'd be nice for us to be friends after the show too because we live in the same city.
Yeah.
So I talked to her because I wanted her to know that. And I want you guys to know that too. Like I don't dislike her. I just wanted us to get along better.
She was talking to me for a minute. Okay, yeah. I know. I've been trying this whole time to tell Rochelle. I'm like, she really likes you. She thinks you're sweet. Just be whatever.
And it worked, by the way. She's been a lot better.
Actually, really? Yeah. I've been because I wanted like us all girls to get along, type thing. But I don't know if that's working out. I don't think it's working out.
Well, it was working for a while, which is good considering we're all together 24/7.
Yeah.
It's just like Tuesdays and Wednesdays suck, right? Like nothing happens and everybody starts thinking stupid things and then all of a sudden all the power shifts, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So I mean, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays literally suck for everybody. But I liked that you and Sabrina especially were trying so hard to make all of the girls together.
I did, but like my opinion of you didn't change. But did you say something bad about me?
No.
To like any of the boys or anything?
No.
Okay.
Not any of them. I haven't talked. Okay. You and Sabrina, like, because I don't really talk about any of the other girls, are the only two that I haven't said anything bad about, no matter what. Like, I have both of your backs. Like, obviously, I really like Rochelle and Sarah and Neda, and I'm always there for them too. I just have it's never come up that I've needed to be like, oh, like, I absolutely love her, like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, anytime, why?
Because I heard something, that's why. But I'm not going to say, I can't.
No, that's okay, and I don't expect you to.
Yeah.
But I want you to know that I did not talk to guys badly about you.
Okay.
If anything, I only say good things to the guys about you. Because I actually like you, and I want you to stay with me.
Okay.
And I've said that from the start.
I know, because I was like, I actually really liked Heather, and I was trying to get the girls to like her, and I can't believe that she's saying this about me. It sucks.
No. Not at all.
Okay.
And I'm actually, it kind of really upsets me, and I wish I knew who it was.
I know,
so
I
that
can't.
I don't expect you to tell me. It just sucks because now I'm like, who's trying to set up fake things that I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I definitely didn't.
Okay. I'll believe you.
Okay, good. So I'm like, oh shit, please believe me, because that
I know.
sucks.
I think like with the way I am too, which is a good and bad thing, is like if I'm not really feeling you, you could sense it.
Yeah.
A little bit. And like
I sensed that.
you sensed it because of what I heard.
Okay.
So that's why like in the bathroom when you did say that, I probably snapped a little bit more than I would have. I probably wouldn't have snapped at you at all. I probably would have pulled you to the side and say, girl.
Yeah.
I probably would have done something like that.
Yeah, which is what I was expecting.
Yeah.
That's why I was a little thrown off in the bedroom too, because I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. So like, I probably did that because I was already aggravated because of like what I heard, and I can't say. Like, so I was probably like just already like upset about that, and I think it played into that whole thing. And I think what really sucked was Arlie was sitting right there, and
it just made it even worse.
It made it even worse because now, like, he's gonna tell. He's gonna. I don't know if he'll tell, but he might be like, "Oh, the girls were fighting."
Yeah. I don't know. I hope not. But I am glad that, needless to say, that either way that you said something afterwards. But I want you to know that any time that you hear something, or any time that like you're upset with me, that you can tell me straight up.
Yeah.
I'm just one of those people that you can tell right away. Like, I'm not gonna. The only reason I cried in the bathroom was because I got overwhelmed with everything in the house.
Yeah.
It wasn't you and Sabrina. It was just like.
I mean, I came off kind of strong, or too.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. But like, it's harder for me when the two people that I'm so close with.
That's what's hard for me, because I'm like, of anybody in this house, if there's anybody in this house that I would never put on the block, or I thought I had their vote, was you. Like, I cried and I don't cry. I was so upset. I'm like, are you serious? Like, she said that.
Oh,
I was so sad. I'm like, and then like, I can't say, I can't be like, oh, Heather, this person said, because I'm scared that it'll get back to that person, and then, you know, it's just, I'm just like, it sucks. Like, I'm just like, okay. I just feel like alone.
If I could feel anything in the world, I feel the exact same way right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're the one person that I wouldn't put on the block either.
Yes,
and it's been that way from the start. And I've always defended you anytime I've ever heard anything.
Yeah.
And like, anytime I have heard something, it wasn't bad. It was just like, oh, can we trust Aika? And I was like, Aika's a really good girl. I don't think you need to worry about her.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And so like, it kind of pisses me off that somebody's trying to stir the pot a little bit. But what makes me more upset is that like, it could have come between us. And I
know, because I think it kind of was.
Really like you.
I know. I think it kind of was, because I'm like, because it's hard, like, when you give somebody a word that you won't say who said it, so I'm not going to say who said it, but...
I don't expect you to ever tell me.
Yeah.
Just like if I had heard something from someone and I wanted to tell you, I wouldn't... Because that goes against saying that you wouldn't say anything to somebody else, right? And that's not right. Like, we all have our morals, and I'm happy that you and I have those same ones, because some people look at me like, well, why won't you tell me? And I'm like, I'm not here to make things worse. I'm just here to tell you that, like, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand, but you're someone I would never put on the block.
That's why I was like, I would never ever, like, I know, like, I would never ever put Heather on the, like, and like, not even to say to the other girls, but that's what I know inside. And I'm like, and if anything, I know for sure I'd have Heather's back. Like, I know she'd have my vote. I know I'd have hers. But then to hear that, it's kind of like... It hurts, and then I'm kind of thinking, so am I, like, is my intuition off? Because my intuition trusted you, and I'm just like, okay, what else am I wrong about? Like, it makes you paranoid about, like, other things and other people. Like, if the one person you're sure of, you can't be sure of them, then then what can you be sure of, type thing?
No, I agree.
It's really hard.
No, I definitely agree with that.
I know, it's hard.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. But, like, I'm happy I told you. But please don't say anything.
No, I wouldn't say anything. But I'm happy that you told me to, because I don't want you to think that.
Yeah.
And I haven't told any of the girls in the house that I would never put them up.
Yeah.
You're the only one I've ever said that to.
Yeah.
And it's because I've always felt so close to you ever since that first day.
Yeah, I felt really close to you. I was like, in my head, I'm like, I talked her to staying onto the ice block. I'm like, I wanted her to, like, be strong and come on top.
No.
And she did that to me. Like,
no.
I was so upset.
No. And I'm sad that you were even upset, or that you felt that way.
Yeah,
I
think it was probably more upsetting, because, like, how my personality is, like, if I feel something, I want to be able to be like, okay, girl, like, did you really say that about? But then in this house, you can't really do that, and it's hard. You know, you can't really do it, because then at that point, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I could trust Heather. I don't know if she's saying this to that person. I don't know, like, what's going on. Like, it's hard. And the guys look solid.
Difficult.
The guys look like they're solid. Like, nothing's coming between them at all.
But there is. Not all the guys get along.
Yeah.
And that's why I hang out with them sometimes, because I know the girls see it as like a bad thing, but sometimes I just need it. Like, I don't want to be around, like, all the drama-ish girl bullshit all of the time.
Yeah.
And I like being
and just
there.
For the record, I never said to Rochelle that you said bad things about her. All I said to her was, Heather, who's your sweet girl, and I just, and she was kind of like, but I don't know, she really likes me, and I'm like, she's sweet, I think we should all try to include her. I never threw you under the bus. And so if somebody else did, I swear it wasn't me.
Okay, good.
Like, it wasn't me.
I'm glad. Because, like, I knew it was a girl, but I'm not too sure what
It wasn't
girl.
me.
So I just went to every single one of you. And
Yeah,
was
it
like,
wasn't me.
I like Rochelle. And then I went to Rochelle. I was like, I like you.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking give a shit. Like, whatever. But just for the record. But I'm happy that you didn't. So thank you.
And because we all have moments where, like, we'll say something about someone that at the time you meant it, but then overall, like, okay, maybe I was angry at that time when I said it, so I don't really mean it now. Yeah. I meant it at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do that too.
And then if somebody takes that time that you were upset and they say it back, and then overall you don't feel that way, it makes you look so bad.
Yeah.
And you didn't really mean it, you
Exactly.
know? So I've had times like that too. Like, I've had times where, like, I've been like, oh my gosh, Sabrina, stop crying. But then I love her overall.
Exactly.
Or like, even like Rochelle, like, she's sensitive too and she cries too. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Rochelle girl. But overall, I like her, you know, but so I know what you mean. Like, I didn't want to take that one time where you're like frustrated and I use it against you because it's not really.
So was that me?
Heather?
Was that me?
Okay.
Okay. I love you. Can I have a hug?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I want to put okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Are you okay, Neda?
No, that's cheating if you break this, because I don't know how to break this.
Bye, Ro. Go.
I'm just a no.
No one wants to talk to you.
Sorry.
I'm not mad, I swear.
See, I thought you guys
I was
were
annoyed for a second in the bathroom,
Yeah.
but I'm not mad.
Because, like, from the impression, can you just give us a side?
Someone threw up my zipper.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Where's the zip? Can somebody do it? What is a black thing?
You know what sucks too? Try after using the washroom,
That's disgusting.
wiping with your opposite
That's
hand.
disgusting.
It sucks.
That's disgusting. I was a little bit, I wouldn't say mad. I was a little bit annoyed in the bathroom. I'm just like, oh crap, because Arlene's sitting right there. And I'm like, oh, I don't, because.
That's what happened. I walked in, Arlene's face is staring at you guys like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, here's my thing. At home, I told this to Sabrina and to Rochelle too. At home, I'm the person who just like always diffuses situations. And then, because I hate when people are fighting. Like, I know even if people are fighting, I just hate when people are like
Bickering,
upsetting each other,
bickering,
and
yeah.
stuff. So even if it doesn't involve me, I always like at home do it. But like in here, I guess
No.
you can't do that.
I don't care if you do it. I
know.
Can I just tell you that? Okay, I'll tell you why it annoyed me.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you my reason why. It's because in this house, Sabrina is seen as a very sweet girl.
Yeah.
And my personality is a bit more strong and a
Yeah.
bit more cold and a bit more attitude-ish.
Yeah.
And when you do that, it looks worse on me
Yeah.
and not her.
Oh.
That's why I was annoyed.
Yeah.
And it's not that you were like, guys, I don't care if you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were like, you should have done that. Like,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Or like with me and her.
Yeah.
But I just, when you did that with like other people, like in the bathroom.
It's just the fact was like
Because he was there and he gave you a face, so you saw that. and
not he wasn't giving me a face. He was just like staring at you guys like
know.
he was already like seeing what was happening.
Yeah.
You know, he was already seeing the bickering, even though you guys weren't fighting. So that's why I wanted you guys to like stop before he saw more. And you should like that's my thing. I'm just not gonna do that because apparently I've done it before. I tried to diffuse situations,
When?
and she said I've done it a few times. So like I just gotta not do that. I think if people are bickering or just talking or whatever and they're upset, I'm just going to walk away from now on because apparently it's not helping. So
I wasn't annoyed that you said stop. I was just a little bit annoyed because, again, even if it was you and her bickering,
Yeah.
it would just look worse on you
Yeah.
because she has that very sweet personality
Yeah.
that people think she's sweet and loving and emotional.
Yeah.
And if she's bickering with somebody who barely ever cries, it
Yeah.
comes off as I'm the problem.
yeah,
That's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit,
yeah.
you know. I think that's why I was more not annoyed. I was more worried.
Yeah.
Like shit, like because she came to me and she's already told me that people have came up to her and told her that she shouldn't really hang out with me because we don't get along. So when you did that, I wasn't sure if Arlie was the one. She won't say who said it,
Yeah.
but she said it was two people.
And it just like doesn't feel very good when you're like sitting here, not you, but like just people are sitting here and they're like, well, I'm just not gonna hang out with you anymore.
I know, I can't. Well, I think she was talking about me and you.
Yeah,
like that she wouldn't
that's why I
hang
was
with
so
us
upset.
anymore. I was like, okay, that's your prerogative. But but she did tell me that people told her that she shouldn't really be around me because our personalities clash. And she said it wasn't Heather. She said Heather said it too, but two other people said it.
Like who, guys, maybe?
I think she said it was, well, if I'm thinking two people said it, I know it wasn't you. I don't think it's Rochelle. I'm thinking maybe it was Sarah and a guy. But it sucks because Sabrina she's not sweet and nice. Like, she's nice and she's sweet and she's emotional, but she comes off, like, she says things too and she calls you out too and she does that stuff too. So I don't get why it's always me who's being the bitch.
Yeah.
When she does it too. To me, she has more outspoken personality than you do, than Rochelle does. But if you and her were in something, it would look bad on you.
I don't get it.
It's because she cries and she's emotional and she cooks. It's true, but that's why I'm like, crap, because she'd already told me that people said that's when you did that. I'm like, shit, like it's gonna look like I'm the problem.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, you know, and she's like, oh, your attitude. Like, I don't think I have an attitude. I think like if I'm...
It's just a strong personality. I think people mistake it for an attitude.
Even if I like sit or whatever, and I'm just looking like nothing, people are like, oh, are you okay? Are you mad?
Well, that's like me too. Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. But I think for me, it's kind of like, I don't want to be... They have a bad attitude. And I'm not going around like in people's faces being rude or condescending or being whatever, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm so confused about this game.
I feel like
I feel like the smart ones are the ones who are not doing anything. Like the sex one is very smart. She's not doing anything. Staying out of everything.
Yeah, she is.
And like I just need to stop like trying to diffuse situations because it gets me into fucking trouble. You know what I mean? I feel like even like sitting and like someone's ranting about someone and me just sitting there gets me into trouble. Like anything you say, I swear to God, like anything you say in this game is so blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like you say one wrong word and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like-
That's why it's better to not say anything at all.
And just stay silent?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is exhausting. This is actually exhausting. Do you think guys have this fucking problem?
No.
No. Like somebody has a blow up with the guys, okay, yeah, it's over with. They talk about it and then they forget. Girls, a tiny little misused word and I hate how fucking emotional I am in this game.
And then, I don't know, and then Sabrina she keeps using words like, oh, I turn on people easily. I don't turn on people. Like, if I turn on people, I'd be voting you out if you're on the block. That's turning on people.
Yeah.
It's more like, maybe I'll get annoyed or whatever, but everybody gets annoyed. But yeah, I'm a person who's being called out for it. It's annoying. And I don't see you as being emotional. That's the first time I've ever seen you really got emotional, except for like being on the block.
No, I've gotten emotional like a few times. Like 3 times now. And it's annoying as fuck.
I know. Well, I know.
Then I don't want to be that person who gets emotional and people like.
No, Sabrina already has that role. There's only one person that people will feel sorry for, and she's already taken that role. So.
No, I don't mean sorry. I meant annoyed by it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you cry and people are like, fuck's sake. Like, because I'm that person who always says that. When people are crying, I'm like, fuck's sake. And now I'm that person.
But I don't see you as like, having one bad moment isn't like, you know, and this game brings out emotions in you that you never thought that you had.
I don't know. Stuff that scares me is like stuff that she says where I'm not going to hang out with you guys anymore. Okay.
I know. I know. She's really close with me and stuff. I know. And
Andrew and Kenny just went to everyone.
Kyle spoke to me in private. He was like, I'm leaving anyways, but I just want you to know the truth. He swore on everything. And he was like, the boys are in an alliance.
Oh, we already know that.
He said that. And he did tell me that, well, he started to talk, and I think Heather came in, so he stopped, and Adele also, so he stopped. But he did tell me that they're in alliance, and their thing is to go around to the girls and say things to them. That's not true.
Yeah.
Make the girls think like certain things. It was him, John Kenny, Andrew was in it, and I think Paul, But he said, I think now it's Arlie, John, Kenny, and Andrew are in alliance. He did tell me that their thing was to go around to the girls, say things to get the girls to trust them, and try to get little information from the girls, even if it's who's not getting along and this and that, and then try to use it against them. He also said that no guy is loyal to any girl, pretty much here, and that's their thing, to go around to the girls, and that's why John talks to you.
Did you say specifically, John? Can you ask them?
I can't just get a chance with them because people are always around. But he did tell me that.
Because that's fucking annoying as shit.
He did say that that's their thing, to go around, talk to the girls, and everything that he said to the girls wouldn't be true.
Yeah.
But that would only be true to the alliance. Everything else that they say to the girls is a complete lie.
Andrew to Sabrina, John to me.
Yeah.
Who else would it have been?
Kyle was to me, because remember Kyle was close to me in the beginning.
Did they specifically choose girls, or was it just like
he couldn't talk, he couldn't say, because Heather walked in.
Okay, he's leaving anyway, so might as well get as much info out of him as possible.
I think that's why he's telling me things.
Yeah.
Because I think he felt bad for like how he treated me, and I was so nice to him. Like I even told you guys I wouldn't put him up on the block, and for him to treat me that way, I was like, what? And I never went back to the guys and told them anything that he ever told me. Like I told you because you guys are my lions, but I never ever said anything to them.
See, that's another thing. It's like I would think that in an alliance, you tell people everything that's happening.
Sabrina doesn't, because she told me. I'm like, who told you that about me?
She won't.
And she said she's not going to say anything. I'm like, okay.
You and me need to win HOH next week.
Yeah, he also told me that Sabrina's pretty much safe, and that
Forever.
I wouldn't say forever. I wouldn't use that word, but he said she's safe. And he also said that if the girl's getting put up, I'm going to be one of those girls. He told me.
Okay, we need to get way more info out of him before he goes. We only have a day left, and I feel like we're going to be locked out or locked in?
I didn't hear what he said. I think the worst part is like, I don't like Paul, and I can't really stand Kyle, but Kyle's team would be so much better for our game.
House guests, this is your 15-minute warning. The backyard will be off limits in 15 minutes.
I don't care. You can come in, we're not changing.
I thought you guys were dressed without the law.
No, whatever. We're fine.
Where's my fucking water bottle?
I feel like, and like, with John, I thought I could trust him because of you, and I did say stuff like, oh, like, I did back it up, like Heather is saying these things, like we can't trust her, and I think maybe he'll use that. And he's like, Sabrina and Andrew are really close, and I'm like, yeah, they're really close. And she stepped in the room, but now I'm just like,
Did he go back and say all that? Because I've told him I don't really trust Andrew, and it's like, did he go back and tell him that?
yeah. Kyle told me. He said it's a tight alliance, and he said what happened with him, the reason why he got out of the alliance, is because talking too much, and they just stopped trusting him, and that's why they backdoored him, and that's why I guess he's pissed. That's what he told me. He said he was in the alliance, and he thought he was good because he heard all the conversations. He was there, and he told me that it was basically him, John, and Kenny, very tight. He said Andrew wasn't even in it yet.
I know, because Andrew was up on the block.
Paul,
we knew this,
and he said Paul was just kind of on the
I told you this when we were outside that one day in the backyard. I'm like, it's Kyle, John, Kenny, and then they're going to bring in Andrew if he comes off the block.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Andrew's
but he said what happened was when he said when he was holding the thing and they were throwing potatoes in his basket, he said he knew they were coming after him, not necessarily us as a team, but him. He said he knew it, and he said, he told me that, I guess what really pissed him off is that that they're supposed to be in this really, really tight alliance. But he said what got him in trouble, which he said it's his own fault that he talked too much. And that's not a lie, it's true, because we even said he talked too much. Yeah. But he said every single thing that we say to the guys, we mean nothing to them, and they're bringing it back. Like they sit and talk to the guys. and that they'll say little things
that
to
sucks
us.
because I've like told John 100 times I don't trust Andrew and I hate Andrew and like.
And he's tried to get that out of me too. He's tried to been like, so Andrew, eh? Like, no one's seeing him as a threat, and I'm like, no. I'm like, the girls are looking at Adele. Like, nobody's even thinking about Andrew. That's what I said to him. But I did slip, and I did say that. I did slip and tell him that Sabrina told me about Heather. I told him that. So if I told him that Sabrina told me about Heather, maybe he'll tell them.
I would be pissed if. Did they have like an alliance name?
I don't know if it's a name, but I know that right now it's Arlie, John,
sure.
Kenny, and Andrew.
Well,
now,
we know that because they keep going in and out of rooms together.
When I left the pantry,
We need to talk to Kyle.
when I left the pantry, what's his name?
Andrew, Kyle,
Arlie
Kenny.
and John was on the couch, and Arlie was like giving me a weird look, like because they were talking, and he was.
Because if you go, I'm next week. Because like.
No, what they're saying is if a girl goes up on the block, it's like if two girls or three girls, it's gonna be me and you for sure. But if a girl goes up on the block, it's probably me against the guy, if anything. And I'm like,
They're playing such a smart game because they've said over and over again, anyone wins HOH next week, it's Paul and Adele. But if they win, it's a girl going out.
Yeah.
Because then if a girl wins and puts them out, they're going to be like, what the fuck? The plan was to get Paul and Adele out.
Like, honestly, if we had enough votes, I'd definitely keep Kyle, but we can't. We can't because Sabrina wouldn't do it. And
Rochelle won't do it.
she's weak.
She's very, yeah. I don't know. So
She's very close to Sabrina.
Huh?
She's really close to Sabrina. Heather.
Wouldn't go against the guys at all.
I would really love for Kyle to stay.
I'm tripping out because fuck you, John.
Like but he told me. That's what Kyle has no reason to lie to me right now. He's like, I'm going out, I'm looking out for you. And this is, but I'm not telling this to the other girls.
No, don't.
I'm only saying it to you.
But can you ask more specifically about John?
Yeah, he told me.
I know. This
is what he told me.
He said that he's like tight with the boys, and you know, it's a thing going on. But it's like.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I asked John. I'm like, John. I'm like, when I told you about Heather, did you go back to her and say? I'm like, okay. And he goes, and he swore on his dog that he wouldn't do that, and he did. So he can't be trusted.
I feel so alone on the screen.
No, that's okay. Oh my God, Neda, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, Neda, it's okay.
If you guys need anything, I'll bring it.
Okay, thanks, Neda. Look at him, he's gonna go down people crying in here. I know, but at least, well, you're missing your family and not that we're talking, okay? Yeah. That's good, it's okay. It's overwhelming, I know. I just feel like, but I guess like I messed up too because I said things to John too. I told him that I don't trust Heather, that she's saying all these things. And I did tell him that Sabrina told me things that she said, which was wrong. But I did tell him, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell Andrew, and Andrew will tell back Sabrina, and I'll be fucked. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have said Sabrina, but like, whatever. But John is like, he's not at the bottom of the alliance.
I don't think he's at the bottom, but I don't think
no.
he's at the very top either.
No. He said Kenny and John first. It's Kenny and John, like they're...
It was, I think, okay, this is my opinion. I think it was Kenny and John tight at first, and then Andrew came off and got all of this power because he won 2 things in a row. And then Kenny and John are still super tight, but Kenny's trying to be closer with Andrew because Andrew has more power. But I think it's those 3, obviously.
Kenny's allegiance and loyalty is solely towards John, and vice versa. And anything that we say to John will get back to Kenny for sure.
I know, I agree with that 100%. I think, can we just, can I face this way? Because I don't want someone to walk in.
Yeah.
Even though there's 100 million cameras.
I know.
Sorry if you're watching while I'm not this big of a crybaby usually, I swear. That's what she told me before I came in the house too. She's like, don't be one of those people who's crying all the time.
It's okay. This house is really emotional. It brings out things in you never thought you had. It's great.
I just don't want to be that person who's crying all the time. I think people get annoyed by that a lot too.
Neda?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, she's okay.
What?
She's okay. Yeah.
I didn't know that she wasn't okay.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
I was just, I'll ask later. I was just going to ask you to do my back or whatever. What? Never mind.
Yeah, John definitely tells him everything. And the thing that when I told him, like, and I feel like what sucks is like, when we tell him things, then Andrew finds out, and then Andrew tells Sabrina. It sucks. So me telling John that the stuff about Heather came from Sabrina,
Yeah.
sucks.
Sabrina's just been acting as if I've been like talking behind her back, and I'm like trying to think of like what I've said, and I don't think I've really said. I don't think I've really said anything. Other than the time in the bathroom, I don't think I've like.
But you never
I have
know.
such bad memory is the problem.
Yeah. Like you never know, like when like
Where'd my tissue go? God damn it.
and you trusted John too. Like you thought,
Yeah.
because you had his back and you never put him up, so you thought it was the same for you.
I think he still wouldn't put me up for a while. It would be like a few weeks.
Yeah.
I think when it came down to it, he would put me up, obviously, but I don't think he would for a few weeks. That's why I'm more afraid of Andrew and Kenny, because
Yeah.
they would put me up. Because like,
Yeah, they would.
John would want to keep me around because he thinks that I would keep him safe in return. You know what I mean? Whereas like those other guys don't really give a shit.
Like of the
House
girls, yeah.
guests, this is your 3-minute warning. The backyard will be off limits.
It just sucks because like whenever I hear
All house
anything,
guests
if somebody
must
says
move
anybody's
into
name,
the
I always
house.
tell you guys.
Yeah.
But Sabrina doesn't trust us because she doesn't give names.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not gonna say anything else anymore. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
give any names. I'm not gonna do this. She
Yeah.
doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest alliance ever.
So we're called the stupids. Ah, you want to be a boy? Let me be a boy. How fucking easy would it be if we were Andrew and Kenny, or John and Kenny right now?
I think the reason why we're scared is because you're physical and mental. Because Kenny's just a physical threat and mental threat. But Kyle told me he's like when I leave and you're here, you have to make a big move and go to one of those guys because they're gonna take you guys out.
It would be the stupidest decision of our life to get rid of Adele and Paul next week.
I know.
Stupidest decision.
I know.
I think what we need to do is maybe do a backdoor if we get HOH.
Yeah.
Put up Paul and Adele.
Yeah.
But then, like, what if we put up Paul and Adele and then, like, nobody wins veto that we can use?
But the thing is,
Nobody's here, right? Can you go check under the beds and stuff?
well, there's no underneath the bed, but there's over here. Okay, it's fine.
Just don't even tell Rachel I was, like, crying about it.
No.
Or anything, just about family.
Yeah.
So obviously now that Adele and fucking Kenny have walked in here, people are like,
Yeah. Sabrina just walks around like she's so safe though, and she's just
And she is.
say whatever she wants to say. Like, can I just call this out? You shut the fuck up.
and she is. It just sucks because she makes you feel like such a horrible person. Like, she can say something and, like, it's fine, but
That's
when
what I'm
you say
saying.
the exact same thing.
Sabrina has more of an attitude than I do.
I know, she does.
And she does,
She does.
right? And it doesn't come off like that for some reason. Why?
I don't know why.
Because I don't cry and like cook and clean. Like, is that why?
I think so. How did she get so tight with Andrew? Just the cooking thing.
Yeah, that's what she said. They've been cooking and
I think she would choose Andrew any day over us.
yeah, because it'll keep her, because she's
Yeah,
safe.
safe with him. I think she would choose Rochelle any day over us.
Yeah, she would. She likes her
She
show.
literally straight up just told us she does not want to hang out with us anymore.
I know.
I'm like, is this a joke? I just waxed your vagina.
Yeah.
I was literally this close to your fucking vagina. I'm like, that doesn't count for something.
Yeah.
I'm just at a point where I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
I think what we're going to have to do is just lay low and not get into any kind of confrontations with them. Let them go crazy.
Honestly, I'm not even getting to confrontations with people. Mine is like, I'll say one word and it's like misconstrued and it's blown out.
So then what we'll do is we'll just do that. We'll try to just stay to ourselves for at least for the next few days.
But then, like, if we're like hanging out, people are like, no, I go.
I think the bad thing is though, like, say we have Paul and
Paul would never.
no, say we have Paul. No, so we have Paul and Kenny on the block.
Okay.
What if Sabrina and Reliance both pick Paul and Kenny stays, and we're fucked?
House guests, this is your final
Like,
warning.
what would we do? I would be. That's what scares me about making a big move.
One house guest
I wish
must ensure that the sliding doors to the backyard
I
are
wish.
completely closed.
If in the perfect world, I wish Kyle could stay. Paul goes because Kyle would at least
You know what?
help
I'm
us
really
out.
upset at Kyle for having that huge blow up because he fucked shit up. He shouldn't have done that when Paul went up on the block.
Yeah.
He made a very stupid decision. He should have kept his mouth shut. One HOH next week, got rid of the guys.
Yeah.
Because, like, what the fuck did that blow up do? Nothing. It didn't help him in any way at all.
That just sucks though.
Oh, fuck you, John.
Yeah, John. That's like.
Like, I know.
But Kyle
known.
told me straight up. He goes, I was doing the exact same thing to you too.
Yeah.
And I never knew that.
Yeah.
But he told me that straight up downstairs in the pantry. He goes, I was doing that exact same thing to you. But he goes, but you didn't tell me anything. That's what he told me. And but the reason I didn't tell him anything is I thought he talked too much. Whereas John doesn't come off that way. So you feel more comfortable saying things to him. But I have to let things slip too. Don't feel bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, you guys are still up here.
Yep.
You guys okay?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Paul.
We love you too.
I'm just being sad about family now. It's okay.
Oh. I was just saying I miss my family too.
Yeah.
It's hard on days like this.
Yeah.
Hi.
And
I'm really sorry it's warm in this room.
yeah, it's warm.
This room.
Everywhere else is pretty much cold.
Do you guys want a moment?
Huh?
Do you guys want a
No,
moment?
it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. Come in. For sure. Yeah.
Did you say you're gonna go poop? Yeah. I just did that. It felt so good.
So that smell is from Heather.
You have some cute stuff, baby.
Yeah,
Thanks. I was trying to fix everything. I'm like, fuck it. That's what I'll do today is just fix my jewelry.
Beautiful.
I'll just stay in here and fix jewelry.
I know.
You okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm just like sad about family now.
Yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah, I think the more like stressful in here it gets, you're just like, oh.
That's just it. The more things happen in here, the more you miss home.
Mm-hmm. One day to go home. Oh my god, that'd be so good.
I'd cry of happiness. I'd
I
still
think it
end
would
up
help
crying.
you get. I feel like it would help you get so much more perspective too. Just like leaving the
Oh, it
house
would.
for like a second.
For sure. A moment of clarity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the string off your necklace.
No.
Was it supposed to be there?
I put it up there just. Actually, it's okay. Doesn't matter.
Are you sure? What does it
No,
do?
Does it
it's
hold
fine.
it together?
No, it holds the other thing up a little bit more, but that's when these were attached to it, so now it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
okay, I'm sorry. I
No,
thought
no,
it was
now it
just
doesn't
caught,
matter.
so I'm like trying to help you.
No, it's okay
I'm a
because
horrible person.
these things were
No.
attached to it before, so you couldn't see that. But now that I took it off, it doesn't matter anyways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Are you
fine.
sure?
Yep, it's fine. God, Heather,
Gosh.
just fucking everything up.
No doubt.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I thought those things are still attached, so it's all good.
Try to be helpful.
No, it's fine. I had like 70 of these attached together,
Oh, cool.
so you had to like put strings together to like make them show.
That makes sense. Oh, that's so cool. It looks like snake skin or something.
Yeah,
Please
it's
put
nice.
on your microphone.
It's always
Fucking Rochelle. Where is she? Why are they announcing it
So
in
she was
here?
pooing, remember?
Oh. Is her mic in here? Why do they need to hear her poo? The first,
Unless
like-
she ended up talking to somebody before she
Oh,
went
true.
through. I love how we're just so open about this
Yeah.
stuff. I need to go shit.
I know. So they're talking about poop and pee and bladder infections. Like poop and pee and bladder infections. Oh my.
Well, that's gotta be my favorite one so far. I love Disney movies.
I wonder if people watching on the live feeds are like, just fuck this. I'm not gonna listen to them talk about farts all day. Like, nope.
So they can hear what we talk about?
Yeah.
And see?
I thought they could see, but they could also hear us talking.
Yeah, I think they can hear us talking too, so.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like so exhausted now.